Alright, boys and girls, let's try this again. Can you all still hear me? Any buffering? Any buffering at all? Things are looking a little better this time. Somebody say something in the chat. I'm not getting any messages. God damn it, what now? Okay. I can see the chat now. Can you all hear me? Am I buffering? Right now. Like, why do I have to wait for that stupid fucking... What's the word? I'm too angry right now. I'm not getting the comments as soon as they come up. Well, delay. That's the word. This is embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. Yeah, lag. Lag. That's another term for it. Okay. I'm going to wait. Okay. I'm gonna start as soon as I... Alright, how about this? Everyone, what's 2 plus 2? Tell me the answer and then tell me how I sound. That way I'll know exactly, like, how I, like, if any buffering or lag has occurred up until this point. I'll know exactly what point I am behind. After that, I'm gonna start. Alright, if I sound good, I guess I'll finally start. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Welcome to the live stream. Um, so, if you'll remember in my Christmas video, that short Christmas video I did with the gingerbread yang, I put at the end that episode 8 would be coming out on January 9th. That's today. Now, that would have been true if it weren't for the fact that Sony Vegas crashed on me, and it wasn't just an ordinary crash where I just lost stuff that I haven't saved because I save pretty frequently. The entire file crashed, so I had to. So I'm using the backup file now. Unfortunately, the last point in which the backup file was saved was 3 days ago. So I ended up losing 3 days worth of work. So the episode has been put on hold again, but however, I didn't want this to just be another example of me making a promise to you guys and not being able to keep it. So I thought I gotta do something on the 9th. If I can't get the episode out, I want to release something. So since I didn't have since there wasn't a lot of time to get anything special out in like what 2 days when Vegas crashed, I thought, all right, never live streamed before, but I'll do that. All right. Um, so yeah, yeah, it's that feels bad man indeed. And I don't really have don't expect too much from this stream. Really, like my biggest plan was um gonna be showing off some images that I keep in a folder specifically talking about Ruby Abridged, which I plan on showing you all right now. So, as you can see from the image that you're seeing right now, this is my icon. This is one of the images that I keep in this folder so that I always have it at all times. Yeah, that's just that. I guess I should move on to the other image as long as nothing else has gone wrong. That's what I worry about. It's just like I talk all this. I spend so much time talking that like by the time that I'm done and I decide, all right, let's move on to the next picture. Something has happened and you guys can't see me anymore. So I'm just sitting here talking to nobody. Is this what all live streamers go through on their first day? You don't owe us anything. We're just here for your content, regardless of what comes out. Thank you, Connor Dean. Uh, Seriously, you guys are like the best community I could have ever asked for, and I'll get to why later. You'll see in one of the images that I have that really encapsulates why I love all you guys so much. Speaking of which, I suppose we should move on to the next one. This is image of me at KomuraCon. I went there with J Chippers. Uh, you'll see me standing there next to a Ruby cosplayer. Can y'all see that? I'm waiting for it to show up on the stream preview. How did I make it draw a smile? That's just a smile that a PNG of a smile. Like this was a long time ago. I just found a black line online and just placed it over Ruby's face, and that's been my icon ever since. But this image right here, that's from KomuraCon. Uh, Jay Chippers actually, I'm not sure if you all remember this, but Jay Chippers actually bought me my ticket to KomuraCon. That was my first time going to a convention, at least one where I actually had money and could actually buy stuff, so that it wasn't basically me going to a nerd museum where you could just look at stuff but you couldn't touch or like take anything. But this is a picture of me at KomodoCon. I want to once again thank Jay Chippers so much for buying me a ticket there. It was so much fun. It was. I'm glad I got to meet um, someone that I know online in person, and yeah, this I asked this Ruby cosplayer that I found to do a little middle finger to the camera, sort of as a reference to my Ruby from my Abridged series. Nice T-shirt. Thanks. I made that. J Chip actually got our icons printed so we could wear them around at the convention. Never didn't get recognized. Nobody recognized us because I made a video. I posted it on this channel saying that I would be at KomodoCon, and nobody. We didn't see anybody. Nobody knew who we were, but it was still fun. I think that's pretty much all I have to. I have other pictures of KomodoCon, but this is the only one that involves Ruby Abridged in some way. If you want other pictures, Jay Chippers made a video about our trip. He basically vlogged our trip. So if you want to check it out, go to his channel and look at that video. The next image is nothing special. It's just the logo for Ruby Abridged. Just keep it here. Just keep the screenshot of it here. I've changed the logo like 3 times now. Originally, like the first logo I did, if you'll remember from episodes 2 through 4, I think it was, where the logo was just Ruby Abridged, but I used the fan-made Ruby font and just recreated it there. And the second logo it was more like an original logo where I got the idea to use the dust shard as an eye in the abridged, except that logo, the word Ruby was so much bigger than the word abridged, so I decided that I need to make the font a little more even. So that's how this final logo came about. I asked OBS not to show my cursor. It's next image. This image. This is a screenshot I took while I was editing Nun Punch Man. You can see Vaccine Man's got a little cross-eyed thing going on. I thought I was editing his eyes to move in that shot where he like looks to the left and he's like, sorry, I thought I heard something. Uh, uh, but I ended up accidentally doing this while I was editing, so I thought it was funny and decided to screenshot it. Um, yeah, I actually used this image in the beginning of my commentary that I did for Nun Punch Man. I used this image at the beginning while I was playing the blooper reel of me starting the episode too early. Next image. Oh, this image. Okay, this is actually the original opening for episode 4. This was I decided to change it for the opening we have now, which honestly I do like the opening that's in episode 4 now better. But this was the original. This is how episode 4 was originally going to open, where it's cut to opening shot of Emerald Forest. Man vs. Wild music plays in the background. Yang narrates in the tone of Bear Grylls as the camera pans down. And Yang was going to say, "I'm at the unforgiving mercy of the Emerald Forest. The most important thing to do while you're out here is to find food.
They say that a person will eat anything if they're hungry enough, so your best bet is to wait until you're starving to the point where the entire world becomes food, then eat as much of everything as possible.
And then Yang peeks behind the bush. Sorry if my Yang voice is a little rough today. Like, usually I have to, like, practice that voice before I actually start recording. But Yang peeks behind a bush. Two Grim Ursa jump out.
Grim Ursa! Weighing over 50 fuck that's each and responsible for over a lot of deaths a year. A perfect source of food.
And then the Grim start attacking her. Yang flips around to avoid them. And Yang narrates again.
Hoping to win against one of these predators would be a fruitless endeavor. Your only hope is to do as many cool backflips as possible. Eventually they'll become too impressed by your sick moves to want to keep attacking and give up. And if available to you, it helps to have a strong victory laugh at the ready.
And then she impersonates the same stupid laugh from the original where she goes, ha ha ha! And then Yang narrates again, like, yeah! So yeah, that was the original opening. Pretty much a lot similar to the opening in the final episode. I just kind of like shortened it down, made it more concise. I like it much better now, how it is in the real episode. If you guys have any questions for me about anything, you can go ahead and ask. I'm not. I'm just kind of showing some shit off. Next image. Oh, this. This is a comment I got on episode 7 saying, "Yay, more garbage from you." And I told, yeah, that's what the comment says. Sorry if it's a little fuzzy on the stream, but I told everyone in the comment section. I replied to this comment and even posted on Twitter. It's saying, all right, everybody, let's all work together and make this the most liked comment on the episode." And once you know it, a month later, we did it. The most liked comment on episode 7 is "Yay, more garbage from you" from the Phantom Mask, with 103 likes. Yeah, that's not my example of why I love you guys so much. That's coming later. But yeah, sorry if I keep doing pauses in the middle of like just I keep pausing for some reason for a long time. I'm just kind of looking at the chat to see like uh if you guys are asking anything. If you guys have anything you want to say that I can help you with, or not, well, maybe not help you, but just kind of like, you know what I mean. All right, I guess I can move on to the next image. Okay, this. You remember the anniversary special? And at the beginning, I put I did a little intro talking about where I just real quickly flashes on the screen the title of the video, and you see Pyrrha's face from the Chibi episode bloated with an air horn in the background. Um, I took this screenshot while I was editing. Well, like I was just messing with Pyrrha's face to see like what I could do with it, just because I didn't want to just put it in the background by itself with the air horn in the background and the title. I wanted to do something with it, so I ended up experimenting, and it was a toss up between what I ended up actually doing, and this face right here, where it's mirrored. So, that's what this is. Ah, jeez, a whole hour. God, I'm so sorry. I'm starting to think maybe I should have gone with this image instead. Man, I wish I had somebody to talk to. Anyway, next image, I guess. Oh, another Pyrrha related video. Not video, image. I actually made this for somebody. Tentacle Grim, the other Ruby Abridged series, who I think their Abridged series is pretty good, all things considered. Um, I made this for them because they released an image on Twitter about the next episode, and it had Pyrrha looking really scary. So I decided to take that image of Pyrrha and put it and make this out of it. And the creator actually loved it so much he ended up making it his the Abridged series Twitter banner. So that's pretty awesome. Next. Okay. I'm just going to say somebody who I know personally before I even was online. Someone I know personally is wanting to get into drawing and drew this for me. Yeah, there's there's a ridiculous story behind this, but I feel like that's as far into it that I want to go. And this isn't the only one they've drawn either. They drew, well, it's a he. I don't know why I need to keep I'm not trying to keep their identity a secret. It's just kind of like, man, it's a long. It's not even a long story. God damn it! It's my brother. My brother drew this shit for me. It looks good. My brother is actually a really talented artist, and he drew this fan art for me. Um, so yeah, and he drew the other Ruby characters as well for where you'll see later. He didn't actually. He hasn't actually seen Ruby, so he doesn't know a lot about the characters. So everything that he drew is based off what he knows from my series, and uh, what he's seen of the characters just like on his own. He's never seen the series, but he knows some things about them. Um, also, he's not one of the brothers that I made Nun Punch Man for or the Undertale video for. I have five brothers. He's number three. He's the middle kid. I have one older brother and three younger brothers. He's the middle brother. The second youngest I made Nun Punch Man for, and the youngest, which is my littlest brother, is who I made the Undertale video for. Uh, these are all on Twitter. Like, I have a Twitter, and I post all of these on here. I just know that a lot of people um, don't that follow me on YouTube don't also follow me on Twitter. So I thought, for those of you who haven't seen it, I thought I'd share them here. All right, next image. This is the thumbnail for Steamed Hams, but it's Ruby and Yang. This is the animation hipster. Uh, I've talked about him a lot. He's been on the commentaries. He's helped me a ton with this channel. I love him to death. He's a great friend, and you should all definitely check out his channel, The Animation Hipster. Um, but he made this thumbnail for me. It's a recreation of the part in Steamed Hams where it says Skinner and the Superintendent. where Skinner's tugging his shirt and Superintendent's looking at him like, this is a recreation of that, but with Ruby and Yang. He's a 3D animator. He does great stuff. In fact, this was actually the original Steamed Hams thumbnail. I asked him to just make a thumbnail for Steamed Hams, but it's Ruby and Yang, and he made me this. I ended up choosing to go with this one instead because I was worried that if people clicked on the video just seeing this in the thumbnail, they might expect it to be an animation and then be really disappointed when it turned out to be just a voiceover. So I decided not to use this one, but since he put in the work to make this one anyway, I thought I'd share it with you guys here. Because Animation Hipster, he does really good stuff. So I haven't asked him if he thinks Ruby's homeless in canon. I think he might just know that she's not. Just like I don't know. I haven't asked him. But yeah, she is homeless in my series. So yeah, go check out the Animation Hipster. He doesn't just make 3D images, he does animations too, and they're all really good. Like, he's gotten so good at his stuff. You'll actually see him again later in another one of these images. In your Bridge series, who is your favorite character? I suppose that would mean like which character I think is the most fun to write for. It's probably got to be Nora. I know she's not even technically my character, but she's fun to record, she's fun to write for, she's fun to edit. Yeah, probably Nora. Next image. Okay, the time that this is the Ruby Volume 5 Blake character short on the official Rooster Teeth channel. This is the official video, and somebody that I know, LEC, actually tipped me off to this, that it's the eye of the cat girl. Somebody made a comment, it's the eye of the cat girl on the official Ruby Blake character short as a reference to my Abridged series, and it became the top comment on the video with 811 likes. And when I saw that, I flipped the fuck out. Oh, man. Yeah, Sora is fun in general. I'm glad you think so, because Cat Girl is too iconic. That's real iconic, not Ubisoft iconic. It's a reference to Jim Sterling. Points to anyone who got that reference. Did you try calling me, John? Oh, you did? Oh, crap. Do you still want to? Because, like, I can bring you in if you want. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hold on. Say something.
Okay.
Oh, yep, the stream can hear you too, I think, now.
Yay!
Everybody, this is J Chip. I'm gonna turn you down because you are way louder than me.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Alright, welcome.
Hello. Hopefully the stream isn't buffering enough.
What? I thought it's been fine for like the past 20 minutes.
I haven't been viewing it the new one for the past few minutes. Only been popping in.
I haven't gotten any. Everybody's telling me that's fine.
That's
I haven't gotten any comments saying like, "Oh, the buffering continues" or anything.
That's good. Trying.
Oh, that lag. Discord.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Oh, the lag of Discord chat."
Yeah, Discord's pretty bad. With lag. Like you think stream lag is bad.
OBS must have muted Discord, and I didn't hear you call. Everybody's saying we're good, so I guess I'll continue. Did you hear what Did you hear what I was talking about last with getting the top comment on the Rooster Teeth short?
Yeah. So because I'm calling you, I can't view the stream right now because then I'd hear it while I'm talking to you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I'm calling you on mobile right now, so. But yeah, just keep your talking, boyo.
All right, I will. Next image. Another one of my brother's drawings. This is of Weiss. This is Weiss as Mr. Krabs. And the reason this is Weiss as Mr. Krabs is because you know how I said how he's never seen RWBY and he only knows a few things about the characters? The only thing he knows about Weiss is that she's rich. She's rich. That's the only thing he knows about her. So, he drew her as Mr. Krabs.
That's great.
He is a good artist. I guess I should because we're gonna see
your brother's a good artist.
Because we're gonna be seeing other artwork from other people in the later. So I'm thinking maybe I should start. I don't want to get distracted, but maybe I should start putting the links to all this stuff in the chat.
Yeah, I tried getting you earlier to post the link to the Discord server so people if people were having issues on YouTube, they could go to the Discord server to at least talk to you.
Yeah, well, see, I was trying to deal with other shit.
Yeah.
Huge knee crabs. Ah, damn it! Why'd they remove that?
They felt so bad about the pun. They pulled a pyro and couldn't go back.
Pyro never goes back.
uh,
I
but
forget what order these in. I'm just clicking on the next image to see what pops up. So
uh, that's kind of dangerous living. 'Cause
there isn't anything bad on here. I actually have like everything in this folder. I have at least something to talk about.
so it's like an artsy slash shit post kind of.
Really, I'm just showing off the stuff that I have saved in this folder. I was actually planning on doing a live stream like this where I show off all the stuff that I've collected over my time doing Ruby Abridged. I was planning on doing a live stream like this after Ruby Abridged ended, but I thought, well, I'm gonna do a live stream today to make up for the fact that there's no episode, but I have nothing to do in the live stream, so I'll just do it now. I have enough stuff.
Oh yeah, are you gonna talk about a certain cancellation? Because, you know, we haven't said it publicly yet.
Well, I said it on Twitter.
No, I mean on your channel though.
No, I haven't said it on my channel. Guys,
Well, no,
Ruby
that's a good
Abridged
thing.
is ending after season 1. Episode 10 is going to be the last episode of Ruby Abridged. Are you happy now, John?
Yeah. I mean, not happy, but because I love Ruby Abridged, but like I also love the other shit that you do that isn't Ruby Abridged. So
And there will definitely be more. There's definitely I'm not quitting abridging. Just making sure you all know that.
yeah, he does bridgeable things for Bridge Brains and also himself. So he ain't stopping anytime soon.
Yeah,
We won't let him.
I've already got my next big abridged project in mind.
And I
Really?
meant that.
Yes, he is in that.
Yeah. But yeah, he's not quitting because we're not letting him.
I think they get it.
Yeah.
I guess I should move on to the next image. What will it be? Oh, this. Oh, one of my favorite things that's ever been made. So, this is a comic strip. Weiss saying to Ruby, "Why am I even friends with you?" And Ruby replying, "I know, right?" And then Ruby walks away, and the last panel is Weiss in bed, just uncontrollably sobbing. This whole comic strip that you're saying actually came up. This whole idea actually came up in a conversation I had between me and Claire Allen, or Hobo Knifed. She's on YouTube. The creator of one of the members of Full Frontal Absurdity, the creators of my personal favorite Ruby Abridged series, and probably one of my favorite Abridged series, period, because I just go back to it so much. It's such a dumb Abridged series that only exists for jokes, but I love it so much. It's AARWBYS. I'm still pretty sure it's pronounced Arby's, but yeah, they're a very underrated Ruby Abridged series. I don't think they're making it anymore. Like they finished season 1, and I think they're not doing season 2 because they don't they don't really want to. But yeah, it's a great Abridged series. So after I watched it, I got in contact with the creator. And like every single conversation I've had with her has just been a roller coaster of fun. And this little comic strip, we came up with this just sort of happened in our conversation. We just came up with this idea, and I went to Brandon, the animation hipster, to be like, "Dude, can you make this a comic?" And he made this. And it's now one of my favorite things ever. I cherish this image so goddamn much. Yeah. Everybody's pressing F for Weiss.
Press F to pay respects.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Snap! Snap's the creator of Tentacle Grim, the bridge series I mentioned when I talked about the Pyrrha image. That's him. Hi, Snap.
Snap.
Snap. Why did I do that? Why am I encouraging you? I'll put it in the chat for everybody so they know the name. Please go check out this Ruby Abridged series. It's not for everyone. It is very, very silly, dumb humor, but that type of humor is mine. So please check these guys out. I'll even give their channel name right here. Full Frontal Absurdity.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, if I so want to work with them eventually, because like we did like the idea of, since there's so many Ruby Abridged series, the idea of doing a Ruby Abridged crossover has been thrown around in the community for so long, and I made like a stand a while ago that I decided that if I were ever to do a Ruby Abridged crossover with anybody, it would be them.
Yeah.
Mostly because our style of humor is like so similar. All right. Next image, I guess. Okay, this is him. This is my brother's drawing of Yang Zhao Shlong. I worded that wrong. I worded that wrong, but yeah, long. That's what I meant to say. Yes, Yang Zhao Long. So when he read, all he took was the name, and he made this. This is probably I want to say the best of all the images, because I mean, look at it, it's amazing, but it's like I also want to say it's the worst for the same reason. Yeah, just gonna let you all just sink in this image for a bit. Okay, moving on. Ah, yes, now we come to the piece of fan art that isn't from my brother. This is from I'm not sure what he chooses to go by everywhere else, but on Twitter he's known as Acro. He drew this for me, with Ruby saying, "I forgot to dial bitch first" to Weiss. I actually got this piece of fan art the day before episode 7, because episode 7 was a day late because something was wrong with the upload and YouTube was screwing up. So I was really disappointed that day. It was a real bummer. And then I was given this piece of, and then I found on Twitter that I had been sent this piece of fan art or link to it, and that just made my day 100 times better. I mean, I love this art style. First of all, this is sort of like his art style, kind of like angular graffiti like, and
yeah.
I'm sorry if you can't see it, John, but
no, I'm checking back in the stream every so often.
Yeah, this I love this piece of fan art so much, and in fact, he actually made another one of Ruby, not Ruby, Yang and Blake, where Blake is saying "Catgirl doesn't get it," and Yang's like, "Yeah, me neither." I just love this art style. It's not the art style I would choose to go with if Ruby Abridged was like made into a cartoon, but as a piece of artwork, this is beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much to Acro for making this for me.
Yeah, I think I saw that when it was posted on Twitter.
Yeah, it does kind of remind me of Invader Zim. Smoop is right.
Smoop. You should show the next picture.
Okay. This is another piece of fan art. God, I love all this fan art so much. I never thought in a million years I would get fan art for everything, but here we are, and I can't thank you, the people who make this, enough. This is from Ostercloud. She goes by that on Twitter. I'm pretty sure she also goes by it on Tumblr. I'll have to double check. After we're done with all these images, I'll pretty much go and get all the links to all the artists and post them in the chat so that everybody can go support them. But I ate a spider. And this isn't the only piece of fan art that Astercloud has made, and the other piece she's made, I think you all know what it is because it's my channel banner. It's the thumbnail for this fucking stream, and it is the most gorgeous goddamn thing. It was the first piece of fan art I ever... Well, we'll get to it later. But it was the first piece of fan art I ever got, and it brought me to tears.
Yeah. It is pretty iconic.
Yeah.
Just having Ruby flip off everyone.
Oh, that image has so many details that I love. We'll get to it. But for now, here's this image of Yang. To the next image. Okay, here we go. Y'all remember when I said that one of these images would encapsulate why I love the Ruby Abridged, why I love my fan base and community so much? This is it. This is a screenshot I took from the comments of the Undertale video. This is a comment thread between Noah Douglas and BatKnight201, where the first tweet says, since this was on the Undertale video, this was a birthday present for my little brother, and but it was an Undertale video, it wasn't Ruby Abridged. So the first comment from Noah Douglas says, "Happy birthday to him. What about the next episode of Ruby Abridged?" And then BatKnight201 replies, "It'll be out soon. He's already made a sneak peek." And then Noah Douglas replies, "Ah, yes, that's right. Thanks, lol." And then Noah Douglas finishes the comment thread by replying with, "Anytime." So basically what this says, that even when asking for the next episode, my fan base is still the sweetest people on the internet.
Yeah, I like your fan base.
This comment thread is so... And they're asking for the next episode of Ruby Abridged, but this comic thread is so goddamn wholesome and sweet and just kind. Just every time I go back and look at it, I just remember how lucky I am to have a following like you guys, and how amazing you all are, and how much, like, you guys... how do I say this without sounding cliche? Just to say, like, you guys are the best following I could have possibly asked for. But here's proof. Here's your proof that you guys really are the best I could have possibly asked for.
Yeah, because like when abridgers get those kind of comments, like when's the next episode, it's usually followed by like
somebody saying just like shut up and wait.
Yeah, either that or like the person just not understanding or getting it through their head, sort of thing, and they keep asking.
Yeah.
So like the fact that you guys are more understanding and so like good about waiting says a lot.
I do get the comment every so often, just like pestering me about the episode, but like those comments are few and far between.
Yeah.
They're usually the first comment I get on a new episode, but you know,
it's been 30 seconds since this upload. Where's the next episode?
exactly. And I do get it. I take forever to make episodes. I really do. I used to get them out like every 3 months, but ever since episode 5, it's taken about 9 months between each episode, and episode 8 is just another example of that. But I really do try, and I appreciate all the support you guys give me and how long you're willing to wait, because it like you guys just make all this you guys just make this whole process worth it.
That's so wholesome.
I know, right? I like to spread positivity, and you guys do the same. You guys are exactly what I'm looking for in a following. Just like, because I know like certain professions of certain YouTubers. I don't want to say who, but certain professions tend to create really toxic fan bases. I wouldn't say abridging is part of that, but I do know that some abridged series do have fan bases that are a bit too angry. How do I describe it? In fact, maybe I should just stop right here.
Yeah.
And just move on.
The abridged fan base can be toxic at times, but it's also a majority of it is very positive.
Yeah.
That's a good best way to put it.
Well, I should probably move on. This one thread is just my way of showing like the true kindness and just like love you guys like. I'm glad if I'm gonna have any fan base, I'm glad it's you guys. So next, the final piece of fan art from my brother. This is Blake as a Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. He knows she's Catgirl, so he just drew this. So I'm just going to linger on this, let you guys admire it. He's definitely got, and these are like a year old, I think. He's gotten better at them. He's gotten better at drawing. Again, I'll make sure to link all the artists that you see here, like at the end of the stream.
You said it's done by your brother, right?
Yes, my brother.
Yeah.
He drew these.
His brother frequently, or at least used to, post in the Bridge Rain server in our art section, and he's really good. He good.
All right. Next image. Catgirl has powers. Yeah. This is an animation error I found while I was editing episode 5. I saw Blake just floating there, so I took the screenshot, gave it a caption, and put it on Twitter because I thought it was funny. Now
Catgirl is too OP. Catgirl is too OP. She can't be added to Smash.
Catgirl's my main.
I actually don't know how she is in BlazBlue though. So.
Yeah, me neither. If she doesn't float, I don't care. I'm not buying it. Man, wouldn't that be awesome? Taking an animation error from a show and turning that into a move in a video game. Like, if
No,
you're going
what
to
would be better? Sorry.
I know that was just me repeating what I was going to say, just in with different words. Where it's just like, wouldn't it be awesome if you're creating a fighting game that includes characters from like anime, you take an animation error from the show that wasn't meant to be there and incorporate it into the game somehow? Has that ever happened? Because that would be hilarious.
Uh, uh, I was gonna say, what if like the Blaze Blue characters, or at least the Ruby characters, didn't like all their lines were quotes from your series?
Oh, that again. Uh, you're on about that. Thing is that, because if I was to do that, I would want to like make new lines because I would want them to fit with what's happening. But
Right.
fucking, I don't want to have to come up with that many jokes to say so that somebody can make a mod.
That'd be a dope ass mod though.
It would. It would. It's just like if somebody is like, I've been thrown at the idea of like, dude, not by a fan or anything, but as one of my friends as a joke, where it's just like, dude, you should get somebody to mod your voice into the characters in Grim Eclipse. So that, but I'm just like, I don't want to have to do that many like as all the characters,
Right.
and I don't want to have to come up with that many combat or video game based jokes for them to say as one liners.
Especially like since most of the characters they're that are facing that aren't Ruby, you don't know. I don't keep track of who's in Blaze Blue. I don't really care for the Blaze Blue franchise as it is. Like I know Ruby and Persona are in it. That's all I know.
Mike Root in the chat pointed out that that's how the TF2 spy came to be, and that's true. There was a glitch in the original. Was it the original Team Fortress, where you could disguise yourself as characters from the other team? It was a glitch, but they decided that for Team Fortress 2, they would make an entire character based around that mechanic, and that's how Spy came to be.
That's great.
Yeah, game developers, they take glitches from old games and put them into new games all the time. It's, well, maybe not all the time, but I mean, the cool ones do.
The cool ones. Talking mad shit over here.
All right, next image. Here we go. I have another image of this. It's my channel. This is my channel banner. This is the original drawing of Ruby that was given to me by Astar Cloud, and I loved it so much when I got it. I asked if I could make this my channel banner. Problem was that YouTube's channel banner is bullshit and needs to be a specific size, but they're still not going to let you see the whole thing. So I tried to make the image of Ruby into a bigger file, but then she just ended up making this for me, which is the original drawing of Ruby, but rose petals coming off of her cape. And now this is my channel banner, and I love it to death. I am never getting rid of it. I mean, I am ending Ruby Abridged. I don't want to say soon, but I'm probably this year. I am ending Ruby Abridged after episode 10, so I'm not sure if I'll keep it after that, but I want to keep this as long as possible because it is so gorgeous. And we're going to see a bigger version of that image here in a sec. But yeah, this is my channel banner. It's beautiful. Love it as much as I do.
You should have it in the outro of the final episode whenever you get to it.
It was in the outro for episode 6. I remember, well, not the but like the end credits.
Yeah.
But that was more. I wasn't planning on making that a permanent thing. That was more just to like add, like, sort of sorry, sort of advertise the image, so that even people who don't go on the channel and see my banner, as if anyone who watches episode 6 to the credits, they'll at least see the image, and if that many people saw the image, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
And I made sure that to put Astar Cloud's name. Well, I didn't make sure. She made sure to put her name over Ruby's cape so that you know who made the image, because it is important that you know, because this lady needs to be supported like crazy. Because if you think this is good, she makes a whole bunch of shit. I keep saying shit. That's just my default word, but it's not shit. It's amazing. It looks great. She's a very great artist, and you'll all support her. I'll put the link when I'm done with all this, because thing is, I don't want to accidentally open a new tab and cause the stream to slow down, if that even makes sense, because I don't want to risk doing anything that might slow down the stream.
Even though Discord called. Okay.
I don't know, it doesn't seem to be affecting it so far.
That's good. I know Discord doesn't take up too much CPU usage.
I mean, that's good. Anyway, next image. Here we go, Chibi Yang. I wish she was lasted longer in the I wish she was around. She was only on screen for like a second in the anniversary special, and I so wish she had gotten more screen time, because I mean, look at this drawing. This was the sketch itself, the actual drawing of her was done by Dream of Serenity. She voices Ruby in the other Ruby Abridged series by Stormy Copa and Indie Revolution. There are a lot of Ruby Abridged series. I keep having to say the other Ruby Abridged series, but then it's just like I then have to explain exactly what other one I'm talking about. But yeah, the Ruby the Abridged series. She voices Ruby in that one, and she's also a very talented artist, as all these artists are. And I asked her if she would make a Chibi Yang drawing, because I wanted to do, since in the anniversary special I gave Yang's personality to Ruby. I thought it would be funny, and then Ruby's personality to Yang. I thought it would be funny if I created a Chibi Yang for Ruby, just like Yang has a Chibi Ruby for Ruby. So yeah, I wanted to do that. Oh, my back. And I asked Dream of Serenity if she would draw this. I was worried that she wouldn't, because I didn't have any money to pay her, but she was super sweet and kind and amazing and drew this for me for free. Unfortunately, her tablet pen broke before she could color it in, so the coloring was done by somebody else called Raxtilt. I put this in the credits I put her in the credits of the anniversary special, but I made sure to mention Dream of Serenity's part in the commentaries, because Dream of Serenity told me to give Raxtilt the credit, but I didn't feel right about that. I credited Raxtilt in the credits sort of to save space, but I made sure to mention Dream of Serenity's part in the commentary, because both of them did amazing. I mean, fucking look at her. Look at her. I'm gonna zoom into this shit. Look at this fucking gorgeous...
I just love what you did with the Chibi Ruby character, like, because that was like a one-time thing in season 1, like, for Ruby freaking out about being a beacon.
Yeah.
And then you just made it a recurring character.
She's basically the mascot of Ruby Abridged at this point. And I love her to death. She hasn't appeared she didn't appear in episode 7, and she's not going to be in episode 8. But don't worry, I'll make sure to bring her back in the finale. I promise.
No, what you should do is have Chibi Ruby and Chibi Yang meet each other.
I actually did make an image. I don't have it anymore. It got deleted permanently, but I did make an image of the Chibi Yang drawing next to a drawing of Chibi Ruby, and Chibi Ruby's looking at her like with a frown and squinted eyes.
Like, the fuck you doing here?
Yeah. What the fuck is this shit? I had that image, but not only does it not exist anymore, I wasn't really planning on showing it off anyway because I don't know, it was just like a one-time thing that I thought it was funny. I didn't even put it on Twitter or anything. I just thought it was funny. Um, so yeah. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned this in the commentary, but Chibi Yang, she doesn't speak Japanese like Chibi Ruby does. I think she speaks. Um, was it Swedish? I think it was Swedish.
Swedish?
Yeah, I think I made Chibi Yang speak Swedish in the anniversary special instead of Japanese.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I might have to go back and watch that because, like, at first I was gonna say like maybe Korean.
Yeah. I just picked a language. I just picked one. I'm pretty sure it was Swedish. Next up, this is my Christmas icon. This is the icon I use on Twitter for Christmas. I've made 3 so far because they keep getting fucking deleted. So this is my 3rd one, and I'm going to try and keep this one safe so that it doesn't get blitzed off the earth again. So this is my icon in a Christmas hat with snow falling. That's all it is. And I use that. I'm going to use that whenever Christmas shows up.
At least on Twitter.
Yeah, at least on Twitter. I
Because
could probably do it on YouTube, but I don't know that many creators who actually change their icon during the holiday season.
Yeah, not a lot, and also YouTube's picture loading takes for fucking ever.
Mm-hmm. That's really all I need to say. This is another Christmas image. I try to retweet it every year on a Christmas. It just says "Merry Christmas" from your friends at Ruby Abridged, and it's got a picture of the Ruby sky with the moon, snow, and then Yang in a Santa sleigh, and Chibi Ruby as a reindeer. It is. I put a ton of work into this image, so I make sure to like keep it around, and I think it came out really well. I think the pose I got for Yang is like perfect because it has her waving, but it also to the camera, but it also has her arm out, so she's actually pulling the sleigh.
I may be confused, but like, did you ever use it in a video, or has it always been just a Twitter?
It's always been a Twitter thing. That's one of my goals with this live stream, to show off stuff that people who follow my Twitter might already know about, but people who only know me on YouTube don't.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I'm judging by the chat, seems to be most of you. The anniversary was my favorite video. Aw, thanks.
I mean, I took calculations from people who use Twitter, who follow me on Twitter, and then from my subscribers. Apparently, only 0.2% of my fan base use Twitter.
Jesus. That's probably the same for me, too. Bye, Oscar Bistro.
Why?
Oh yeah! Oh shit!
Yeah, that joke took me forever to come up with for some reason. I was thinking like, okay, what can I do with Ruby? I had the joke of her jumping out of the window and getting hit by a car immediately because she jumps into the road. But I was wondering like how should I transition to her jumping out the window? And that joke took me forever to come up with. I think I think the rest of the script was done, but that was just that one joke that I couldn't I think of. And then one day while I'm just laying in bed, I suddenly just think like, what if she's just like, I'm the Kool-Aid man, and then just tries to, and then jumps out the window like she's bursting through a wall like he does in the commercials, going, "Oh yeah!"
Hmm.
But instead of a wall, it's a window, and she's like, "Oh yeah!" And before she gets hit, and she sees the car coming, and she's like, "Oh shit!" Is that confirmed to be the most festive abridger? Not untrue. Yeah, I know these fan arts are amazing. Mortara. Yeah, they are awesome. That's why I'm showing them off.
You get a lot of good fan art.
I know I'm so happy. It's amazing. Like I said, never thought it would ever happen ever. Um, Next, speaking of which, here's the next image. This is from Echo Llama on Tumblr. Now on Twitter because they made a Twitter account. This is also a piece of fan art I got for my series. It's hard to choose which one of these is my favorite because they're all so amazing, but this one in particular, it's got Oscar trying on Wacky Glackies, and he says, "Remind me again how this is crucial to saving Remnant," and then Osbin in his head is like, "Oscar, we need to look good when we save Remnant." And I love all the different Wacky Glackies Echo Llama drew, where it's like, it's got like, one looks like fangs on glasses, and one's heart shaped, and one's just like I everyone on stream can see him. I'm just kind of describing them to you, John.
Yeah. I can see on stream. It's very delayed, but I can see.
Exactly.
Wacky is on Earth. Spread the word.
Yeah. Ruby, like the flower. Everybody's just quoting the anniversary special now.
I mean, it was pretty good.
Thank you.
I
Oh.
like the whole voice switching thing.
Yeah. Personality switching too.
Yeah, personality switch.
Because originally it was just going to be a personality switch, and I would have kept their voices the same, but I was just like, nah, that's really going to confuse people onto what exactly this video is, so I decided to switch their voices as well. So yeah, hope y'all are loving this fan art because it's great. I think the stream's getting a bit laggy, but, well, not laggy, but I think it's like buffering a bit more often. Let me know if it's buffering, guys. Anyway, next image. Another piece of fan art. This one is by LEC. I mentioned her before. This is one she did years ago. I'm kind of nervous of showing this because, like, this is a fan art that she did a long time ago, and she's gotten way better at drawing to the point where she's actually embarrassed by some of her old art, this being included.
Every artist feels about their art.
Yeah, but I don't know, she drew this for me, and I feel like that I want to show it off to people because I did post this on Twitter. She sent it to me through email to see, basically she sent this to me, and I put it on Twitter saying, like, hey, everybody go follow LEC. And now we are good friends. And she drew this, and I can even remember specifically what it is about her old art that she isn't a fan of. It's the chins. Because if you look at Ruby's chin, it does look a bit masculine. Not very, and that it's sort of like, it's weird. She described it as I was going through a chin phase.
I was going through a chin phase.
Where, like, her chins always looked, like, super angular, and it just didn't look quite right. It still looks good, I think, but she is definitely improved tenfold. I wish I had more of her work to show you, but um, don't worry. Uh, why did I say don't worry? Oh, right. I'll be putting the links to everybody, like I said. So I suppose I should. So yeah, just letting you all look at this. Super beautiful. It's even got Ruby Rose abridged right there, so you know that it's a fan art of Ruby abridged. As if Ruby looking mad wasn't evidence enough that it's for my abridged series. Because Ruby and you'd be surprised. Like even while I've been editing Ruby abridged, I've been surprised how many shots there are of Ruby looking pissed off. Works out for me. I've just surprised that there are just so many.
I mean, when you think about it, in the original, like Ruby's like the more cheerful character in like all of Ruby.
Exactly.
But, like you can sense she has some like internal anger, internal struggle.
Really, it's just all the shots of her like shitting on Weiss from the first couple episodes. Like I was surprised how many there were, considering Ruby as a character is so cheerful and innocent. That there are a lot of shots of her looking pissed, and that actually worked out pretty well for me. Next image. This is if y'all remember episode 5, when Ruby is right before she kills the Nevermore, she kind of has this moment of hesitation with Weiss of whether or not she should do this or she should take the easy way out and run away and leave Nevermore to be fought by the others. And for that moment, I wanted her face to look a bit more like concerned and like kind of I wanted her face to show what she was really feeling, sort of this conflicted emotions of what to do. So I wanted her eyebrows to originally look like this, where they were a bit more slanted, because in the original one of her eyebrows is raised because she's reacting to something Weiss says. Unfortunately, that didn't really work with what I was trying to go for with Ruby when she looks up at the Nevermore. So I wanted her to look like this. I wanted to change her eyebrows so she looks a bit more distressed. But unfortunately, with the 3D video, it would not work. I tried everything, and no matter what I did, it always looked weird and sloppy. So unfortunately, I couldn't do it. I had to keep the raised eyebrow, even though it doesn't really look great. That's still one of my favorite scenes in Ruby Abridged, but I wish I had somehow gotten her eyebrows to look like this the way I intended, but I couldn't. But I made sure to like edit this image itself, since I can make the image look good. It's having her eyebrows look like this in movement that was hard. So I made sure to like actually take this image of her eyebrows looking how I wanted them to look and save it so that people can know like what I originally had in mind. So yeah, that's the hassle when working with a 3D show. It is so much harder to do little things like this than it would be with a 2D show. Because the 3D models, they're 3D. They have a specific depth to them, and they're constantly moving. There's rarely ever still shots of a character that you can edit with. Even when they're just standing around, there's always movement because they're in 3D. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's harder to do stuff like this. So if I ever do stuff like this in my Bridge series, I'll usually take a screenshot of the character and edit it that way. But this is one moment where a screenshot would not work. So yeah, and this isn't even the first time it's happened to me where I've wanted to do something, but the footage wouldn't work with it, so I had to scrap the idea. Even if it's an idea that I've had for a long time. That even happened recently with something Whew, sorry, I'm gassy right now. That actually happened. That actually happened with something in episode 8, where I had an idea for a joke since I started scripting, but when I actually got down to editing, I couldn't make it look good, so I ended up scrapping it. Yeah, it's really sad, but um, almost 2 hours of strem. Yep. Um, just checking the chat, going back and forth between the image and the chat. Not a lot has happened, I think. What happened to Dr. Pepper? Like, where do you go?
Hmm.
He was here at the beginning of the stream. I haven't seen him. Anyway, next image. Now here we go. The full original fan art from Astar Cloud. The first piece of fan art I ever got. Ruby, middle finger out, with sparkles around the middle finger, smiling smugly, with her cape flowing in the wind, by itself, as the joke in episode 1. I forget the line, but she says something like, "I can control the wind on my cape," and the cape underneath says Ruby abridged on it.
Hmm.
Like I said, I cried when I found this. Like, look at the detail. Look at all the little detail she put on this image. Not just with the sparkle around the middle finger, but like all the hair lines and like the shadow on the cape and all the lighting on her like skirt and stuff. You can tell that she put a ton of effort into this image, and the fact that somebody would put this much effort into something that I made for no other reason other than they're a fan. There's no other feeling like that. That's just amazing. And I cannot thank Astar Cloud enough for making this absolutely gorgeous piece of fan art for me. One detail that I specifically love is instead of a little rose on her belt, it's a skull. She put a little skull where the rose on her belt, where the metal rose on her belt is supposed to be. And I love that so much. It works so well with my version of Ruby that if Ruby Abridged was an original show, she would absolutely have a skull on her belt instead of a rose. This is absolutely what I would have done with Ruby if my version of Ruby was the canon one. Just everything about this image is amazing, and I love it to death, and god damn, just this is my first piece of fan art, by the way. The first one I ever got. I keep saying that, but I really want to stress out how huge of a moment this was for me.
What's up? How long have you been streaming? Today?
2 hours. This stream specifically has been going on for an hour and a half, but I tried to start the stream earlier, and that only lasted a half an hour because everything went to shit.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
I can remember Ruby Abridged quotes, but not simple maths. Fox Lynn said that.
I can remember so many quotes from so many things, but not like history or math.
It just proves you're a creative type. I think we should be getting near the end of the images. Ah, yes. Get vaccinated. This is what's on where in the joke in Nun Punch Man, where Vaccine Man says, "God, your ego's annoying," and a shirt pops up on him. This is the logo that's on the back of his shirt. It's a picture of Vaccine Man with sunglasses on and a caption that says, "Get vaccinated." I was so proud of this fucking pun, and I ended up putting it on his. I ended up making it a shirt and put it on him, so that the joke is that Vaccine Man is telling Saitama, "God, your ego's annoying," while wearing a shirt with him on it saying "Get vaccinated." And then I just made it better by having Saitama be like, "Where'd that shirt come from?" And it comes to Vaccine Man, and the shirt is gone, and he's like, "What shirt?" And Saitama thinks to himself, "Oh, he's good."
We should get that made into an actual shirt, but like have Vaccine Man drawn, so we don't get copy.
I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, I was. Also, yes, I don't think I think this comment was on the old video that was on my old channel before I deleted it, but I know like 2 or 3 people commented like his name is like I don't think it even was Saitama. I think they commented that when in my Non Punch Man video when Saitama introduced himself, he said, "I am One Punch Man," and the reason he did that is to like one because it like I was just doing whatever I wanted with the source material and thought this is a small enough thing to change. I can change what he goes by. But it was also to basically like it was for I needed the name One Punch Man referenced for the video and the joke of the video to even work. So that's the reason that's there. But I got like 3 or 4 comments from people saying like, "Oh, his name is Caped Baldy," or and I think one person said his name is Saitama, not One Punch Man, and I'm just like, guys, I know his Saitama, I know he's Caped Baldy. I've seen the anime. It's
such a stupid thing to complain about.
yeah.
But you did really good with your One Punch Man one shot.
Thanks.
Your one shot man.
Mm-hmm. Really proud of that one too.
You should do more one shots.
Oh god damn. What the hell happened there? Something is going on with the stream. The image cut from Ruby looking sad straight to my zoom in of the skull on Ruby's outfit. This stream is fucked up. Okay, you might need to end the call. Let me see if that makes it better.
Okay, just a sec.
I am so sorry, everybody. I am really sorry for that. Oh, jeez. I bet the stream is way behind now. So, like, for future reference, I'm sorry, everybody, for what just happened with the past image and the... Let me see, did you miss anything? No, that should be good. Oh, okay, next image, I guess, because now you've already seen it. This is Gingerbread Yang. This is just this is the image. This is the full image I used for the Christmas video that just came out. This is not made by me. This is made from another artist. I made sure to credit them in the description of the Christmas video, and even to post, even to pin a comment on the video saying that telling people to check out the original artist. But yeah, this is the full thing. Again, I'll make sure to link all of these people in the chat, like after we get through all the images, which I think we're basically done. Let me see. Oh, this is the Halloween icon. You know the icon that I use for Christmas? This is the one I use for Halloween. It's basically just my icon but darkened, and it's got blood dripping off the top.
Did it make it better?
That's the thing. I can't tell because the stream is so delayed.
Hello.
Hello? Yes, I hear you. Oh, he's gone. What the fuck? Ah, okay, anyway. Um, yeah, there's a Halloween icon. Okay, are these the two of the last things? Yeah, these are the last two things. These both are on one last, my final piece of fan art. This is Blake from the Halloween special, wearing her dog outfit. These were drawn by Harina Tigress on DeviantArt and Twitter. This is from the Halloween special, the first one where she dresses as a dog. This one I love. The other one I also love, where it says "Catgirl isn't apologizing." Um, yeah. Not much I can say about this one that I haven't said about the other fan arts. It's beautiful. I love all the detail they added to it. It looks great. I love the art style. This one was drawn first, and this one was drawn at a later date. So, yeah. Oh God, the stream is really bad. Um, okay. Hope everything's okay, and y'all can all still see, because from what I'm seeing, it's still stuck on the Ruby um image of her giving the middle finger. Ah, god damn! I just turned the audio on, and this is going horribly. Hold on, I'm gonna check something. All right. I'm not sure if you all saw the fan art of Cat Girl, so I'm just going to keep that as the for the rest of the stream, because that's the last of the images. So something's going on with the stream. I apologize, but yeah, that's all the images that I wanted to show off. So I guess if y'all have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them. Hello? Can you all hear me? Okay, good. Okay. Okay, that stream was like delayed by like 8 minutes or some shit. So I had to end it and restart it because you guys would have just sat through 8 minutes of silence while I was waiting to catch up with the chat. Okay, so ask questions. I'll answer. Am I the next doctor? No. I could be, but who's gonna get that petition started, am I right? Anyway, do you have a favorite video game? Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. Childhood favorite, still a favorite to this day. You are a time traveler. That's not a question, that's a statement. How long does it take you to edit an episode? 9 months. Well, not 9 months. Not 9 months. Usually about, like, if it's a tough episode, about 3 weeks. Um, the thing is, um, I the thing is that I write out the episode, then obviously I write out the episode first, but then I voice the episode, and like some characters appear earlier in the episode than others. Um, so I would record for that character and then edit everything up until that point, but the rest of the episode I couldn't edit yet because the other characters hadn't been recorded yet. So I edit the episode basically in chunks for whenever I get around to recording the next bit of dialogue. But overall, if I had all the dialogue ready and I could just edit the episode, I'm pretty sure it would take me about 3 weeks. I'd say scripting or editing. Um, Obviously, I love scripting, but editing's also a huge passion of mine. When it's fun editing, audio editing is the worst, but when it's video editing, I love it. Both of them have their highs and lows. Both of them can be pretty hard. Uh, but both of them are pretty fun too. What are your methods for casting voice actors other than yourself? Usually, I just search out for voice actors. I don't hold auditions. I find them myself. I look for like demo reels or like dubs that they've done, or if I find them in another abridged series, I'll ask them to be in mine. Really, I just look for actors that I think are good. I'll just look around to see who I find. I found JC through a Ruby fan dub she did of Weiss going up the tower in Volume 2. I found Lily, my voice of Cinder, through a comic dub she did, an MLP comic dub. I found Dr. Applejuice from his abridged series, the Fate series. Or was it... no, it was the Fate series. And I found P.S. Weasel, my voice of Oobleck. I've always been a huge fan of P.S. Weasel's work. So he was I was super excited to get to work with him, and he's been great to work with so far. And my name is Earl, who I'm getting as Cardin. I know him from his. I first found him through his Tiba entry, where I forget what it's called, but he abridged the Legion of Doom cartoon, the old Hanna-Barbera one, the Justice League cartoon. He abridged that, but made it about the Legion of Doom, and that was an amazing video. So I asked if he would voice for Cardin. So yeah, I find the voice actors myself, and if I think they're good, I'll ask them to be in my abridged series. Do you have a public Discord? No, I'm part of the Bridge Brains Discord. You can go to that one. You can go to JChip's Twitter, and the link to that Discord server will be pinned. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check. Anyway, I promised that I would post the links to all the artists, and I'm gonna do that. Do you have people who help you edit? No, I don't. I do all the editing. I use Movie Studio 9. It's not as powerful as like Vegas or Adobe, but it does the job. You have any form of formal training for your own voice acting, or is it just you went along? I did not get any training for voice acting. That's why the voice acting started out so bad in the first episode. Practice, practice, practice. Sorry if I'm not like making it clear who drew which ones. But I'm just posting them as like they come along. As I find them. I'm just posting them as I find them. I'm going down the list of all the people I need to advertise. That one, that Schlub 2, that's my little brother. I'm glad you can all see the other piece of Blake fan art that Harina Tigress did, who I'm going to be linking in just a moment. And then I have to go to the bathroom, because I really gotta go. I'll continue with the stream, I just, give me that little break. All right, I'm back. How many people are still here? Because keep asking questions. I want something to do. Because I don't want to just be wasting all your time. At King Kez, he made Gingerbread Yang, who you can see now. Who do you main in Smash Brothers? Samus? Haven't played Melee in like years, but Samus is my girl. Regular Samus. She's got that spin in the air attack that I love. If you ever blow up and become huge, could you handle the pressure? Hell no. Don't know what else there is to say about that. Just no. Let's see, who else haven't I credited? Favorite anime? Dragon Ball Z. I know. Pretty cliche answer. Pretty generic. Can totally tell this guy doesn't watch anime a lot answer, but it is my favorite. Hardest episode to make. That's a tough one because a lot of them have been pretty hard. Episode 5 is definitely up there because it was episode 5 was basically just one big fight scene, so it definitely had the most audio editing and work that went into it. You'd think it would be the episode that took me the longest to make, but usually when an episode takes like forever to come out, it's usually because of stuff that's like has nothing to do with editing itself. Waiting for Broly. Not really. It looks pretty, but it's like I don't I don't really care that much. I couldn't even tell you why. I just don't. Have you watched Hunter x Hunter? No. Are you up to date on Ruby, or did you give up when the reason for the moon was shown? Okay, let me just say, when I found out, like, I asked my friend, like, hey, why are all these people commenting on my song parody saying that now we know why the moon is broken? What's up with that? And she told me how the moon was broken, so I'm just like, okay, so the Ruby moon is broken because a super powerful world-ending deity ran into it as he was leaving the planet like he was hitting his head on a door. That is the single greatest idea Ruby has ever come up with. It's it's so I just find the idea funny of him running into the moon like he was hitting his head on a door as he was walking out of a room. Favorite abridged shows? My favorite abridged series of all time is Sergeant Frog Abridged by the Midnight Frogs. They're the guys I take the most inspiration from. Go check them out. They're fantastic. Again, a lot of bridge series that I love. Not for everybody, but definitely worth watching. You put shows with an S, so I imagine you mean more than one. Um, I also love Nun Peace from Purple Eyes. Scooter Tricks Abridged by Scooter Tricks Abridged. Um, Hellsing Ultimate by Team 4 Star, obviously. My Hero Abridged by Joyride Entertainment. Oh, bye, Connor Dean. Sleep well. The moon has a lot of abridging potential. I mean, I guess. I I don't haven't actually seen the episode or any episode 2 seasons prior to that, but I guess. Any more questions? Because, like, if you guys don't have any more questions, I can just end the stream. It's not like this has been a very... I'm sure this has been just a giant clusterfuck of a stream for everybody watching, and I apologize for that. Again, this is my first time. I was just sort of making it up as I go. When stuff went wrong, I didn't know what to do. So, hopefully if I decide to stream again, it goes better. And I hope, even though there's no episode today, that this was at least something to hold you guys over. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? Never had it. Favorite food? Italian hero sandwich or submarine sandwich, whatever you want to call it. Delicious. Pepperoni, salami, mozzarella cheese on a hoagie. Makes my mouth water whenever I think about it. Have I played Persona 5? No. Did you enjoy streaming for the first time? Did all of you? That's really what I care about. I mean, I think I had fun, I guess. I mean, this wasn't really anything that I'll remember for the rest of my days, but, you know, it was fun for what it was. Favorite video games? I mentioned before that I love Spyro, and Super Smash Brothers. Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2. Simpsons Road Rage, because I didn't have Hit and Run growing up. I had Road Rage. I remember having a ton of fun with that. I don't play a lot of video games, honestly. I dropped out of video games around high school and haven't really gone back into them. Undertale, that's a recent video game that is amazing. Favorite horror movie? I don't watch a lot of horror movies. Not a huge fan of the genre. I have nothing against horror movies, it's just not my thing. I don't have a job right now because I'm a loser. Also, I'm going to college, but mostly because I'm a loser. I mean, if I guess if I were to pick a horror movie, it would be Alien. But I'm not sure if that... I'm sure that... I guess that counts as a horror movie? But yeah, the first Alien movie. Love that movie. I don't know what vehicle was that in the background. I don't know. A car going by? I'm next to a window right now. Have any favorite animals? Rats. I had pet rats as a kid, and they are the best. They were the best pets ever. If you ever have a rat lick your face, they're basically like tiny dog tongues. It's amazing. Like, imagine a dog licking you in the face. Just make it like 50 times smaller, and it's basically the exact same thing. Sweet or salty snacks? Can I have both? I don't want to choose. You're asking me to choose between pretzels and M&Ms, and I can't do that. They both they're both great. Is there anything else you guys didn't get to see? You saw Get Vaccinated. Obviously, you saw that for like years. This is my Halloween icon. And this is the other piece of fan art by Harina Tigris of Blake in the costume. So, enjoy that. Can chickens actually fly? Yes, they can. Look it up. They can't fly very far, but they can fly. Want to make any shirts or merch? No, because I know for a fact nobody would buy them. I'm not that big. I'm not that big, guys. That what was the memorable experience you had? Are you talking about life in general or the abridged series? You're talking about life in general. Okay. Probably the first time I ever did stand up. Well, not the first time, but it might be the first time. I've done stand up on stage a few times in as a kid. I did it for my school talent show. My school had a talent show every year, and every year I would go up on stage and do stand up. And it will definitely go down as one of the greatest experiences of my life. I need to get back into doing stand up. I really do. I haven't done it in a while. I need to get back on stage. I'm gonna be here as long as you guys have like. All right, bye, Foxlin. Sorry if the stream was boring. What are you passionate about? Making people happy. I'm a good boy. Also, making people laugh. Just being creative in general, writing, stuff like that. What's the most regrettable thing I've ever done? Yeah, let's not get into that rabbit hole. I haven't killed anyone, but let's just like I tend like I tend to keep that stuff personal. Oh my god, I'm not making a good case for myself. I've done some bad shit in the past that I don't want to go into that I fully regret, but like if you were asking for something silly and stupid, but I'm sorry, but I don't really have something like that off the top of my head. I hope this makes you feel good, but your series made me die laughing at 1 a.m. when everyone was sleeping. Thanks. Thanks, Camping Jerk 978. I'm glad I could help. Or uh, glad I made you laugh. How did you Bridge Brains folk get to this point? What do you mean? Like, how did it start? Alright, well, it started pretty simple. J Chip just came to me and said, "Hey man, I want to work on this Little Witch Abridged, and I was wondering if you'd want to join me, and I could bring somebody else in, and we could sort of make it a team." And I just said, "Shit, that sounds like a lot of fun. Sure, I'll do it." And then we made the team, and we are just like, "Okay, what do we call it?" And I threw out the idea of Bridge Brains because I thought abridging and brains, put those words together, uh, because brains equals like ideas. That was the idea that was going through my mind. Like brains equals idea making, abridging, bridge brains. That's how it came to my head. But Nintels took that as like idea of like brains as in like the actual organ, and he ended up making the channel horror themed, which I actually ended up liking a lot better because it makes us come up. It gives us a unique style, and like the Bridge Brains itself started out super like casual. Like we did not take it very seriously at all. We were just doing this for fun. We didn't like put a ton of work into figuring out what we were going to do or what our future was going to be or any plans like that. It just started out as a couple friends just getting together and just it was basically like it started as just like a Discord chat, and we decided to make and we decided to like it started small is what I'm saying. It was just us hanging out, just just making just putting our own little touches into this abridged series that John wanted to do, Little Witch Abridged, and now it's an important thing to all of us. Anything else you guys want to know? Because I think I'm about to call it. I've been streaming for like a while. Favorite school subject? I don't know. a similar time zone state, or do you have difficulties organizing? We're all in different states, and like a lot of us are in Canada. Me and J Chip are the only ones who live in the same state. I think I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we're the only ones who live in the same state. But no, that never becomes a problem. We all stay pretty organized and do everything when our schedules allow. Make sure that we plan things out ahead of time for when we want to do a podcast or something, making sure that everybody's going to be available. Alright, guys. I think that's about it for this live stream. Thank you for coming. Um, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Hope y'all enjoyed just me just trying to watch me fix a broken clock for 2 hours. But did that even make sense? I don't care. I'm tired. All right, and you all are probably tired too. So see you later, everybody. Episode 8 will be coming eventually. I hope you all enjoy it. Thanks for your patience. Bye.